Literally nobody who is bad. It is we who look at something and say, this is a ghost, this is a devil. So, understand one thing. Don't build a wall around you. Keep it open. If you are open, more things pour in. That's what Gandhi told. Keep all the doors open. Fresh wind will flow through my home. My home will remain as it is. Let it flow through. All the good and bad, everything, let it flow. So, because you have started a club, lot of people in Karnataka, like C.R. Simha, one of the big names, he grew because of the histrionic club which was started in National College. It was called as histrionic club, Histrionic club by itself means a lot of other things. But here you have a media club. You can see a small footage of a documentary. Probably Algerian war, a documentary on that is 6 hours, running 6 hours. If you can sit through that 6 hours and watch that documentary, you'll be able to understand what a documentary can do. Or the recent documentary which has been done on the Ballari mines, it's a highly disturbing documentary. Or there are 4 parts documentary on Suno Kabir, something like that. I don't remember the title, but it's about on Kabir, Sufi literature and Sufi movement. It was directed by a lady, Bangalore-based lady, and she also received a National President's Award this year for doing the best documentary. If you can watch all this through this club and discuss each of them, see, we know how to watch a film, most of us, but most of us do not know how to read a film. If through the club, if you can get the knowledge of reading a film, if you can understand why a crane shot is used, why a trolley shot is used, why there is silence, why there is music, why there is a lot of dialogues, why at all so many dialogues, why is it hammering me, what is the director trying to achieve out of this? If you can understand that, then you become better media persons. And I would suggest to each one of you to learn the language of cinema. Cinema means both video and the big screen and the small screen, all kinds of visual language. Try to understand. You can understand it through the books written on pop art. If you can lay your hands on a lot of material on pop art has been written as textbook for fine art student, but it is not available for media art students. Try to read it. Try to read on Chaucer, that's the, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's a French name. His name is Chaucer. He writes on semiology. Semiology is language of science, S-I-G-N-S. If you can try to understand that, you can understand film. You might have seen a lot of advertisements. Each advertisement might have made you buy a specific soap, specific lipstick, specific eyeliner. How that specific advertisement was able to influence your mind. If you can understand that, how that visual was able to influence me, if you can understand that, if you can analyze that, then you become better media persons. The first thing is learning the language of cinema. Second most important thing is learn language by itself. If you are a Kannadiga, learn Kannada thoroughly. If you are a Bengali, learn your mother tongue thoroughly. If you do not know your mother tongue, and if you remain with English, which is a business language, which does not have heart, you will never become a media person. To become a media person, learn your mother tongue in total. If a Kannadiga, if he cannot understand Kumaravyasa or Pampa, the forefathers of Kannada language, it's of no use. He being a Kannadiga, because he has forgotten his roots. Anything without roots will not stand long. It is like most of the bridges which are built by all Muniratnas, which will fall and Sanjanas will die. See, you should have a root. To have a strong root, language is the first thing that you should learn. And it is your mother tongue. Whatever is your mother tongue, even if it is Tamil, learn Sangam literature totally. Learn. The love is described in two kinds of forms in Sangam literature. If you can understand the kind of love that is written just in Sangam literature, you'll be just fascinated by the kind of thinking that has happened in your language. Maybe most of you might not be Tamilians, but if you happen to read Tamil literature, you'll be wonderstruck by the capacity of a language to create two kinds of love. One which is called as Viraham, one which is called as Shrungaram. See, most of you will be able to understand the Sanskrit words, I think. Viraham, most of you will be able to understand. And that girl who sang the Telugu song in the beginning, Telugu, I think. Okay. Telugu is another language which is so very fantastic. Bengali, probably one of the most spoken languages in Kannada, in India. The most spoken language. Bengali Renaissance by itself is such a fantastic moment that each media person should know what is Bengali and what is Bengali movement, what is Bengali Renaissance. You should know Nandalal Bose. You should also know the great K. Rabindranath Tagore. At the same time, you should also know Ritwik Ghatak. You should also know what Gautam Ghosh has done in the recent film, Matir Manush. A beautiful film. There are a lot of things. Each language by itself can contribute to you a lot of things. So, learn your mother tongue. If you have not learned it, start learning it from today. Probably, most of you would have thought that learning English will get me food, get me money. Getting food and money, anybody can get it. A blow film maker will be earning. That's of no use. You'll not be recognized. For you to remain in the minds of the next generation, you should be rooted to your land. For that, language is the first entry. Probably I have taken more than 10 minutes. We have a lot of things to talk about. It's a never-ending journey. Let us keep on this process of dialogue, that whatever has started now. If you want films, you can take it from me. I support piracy, through which you can see good films. Any of you who are interested in watching good films, good documentaries, bring a hard disk. If it's a 1 TB hard disk, I can transfer 1124 films onto your hard disk. Keep watching. Each film is by itself great. There can be no bad film. There can be no bad literature. Everything is good. You have to find out what is good in that. Okay? Anyway, wish you all the best. Let your club help you grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful thoughts and experiences. I would now request Dr. Tamaya, Director MUBC, to give us presidential remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you. I think so. You should wake up. Good afternoon. Yes, that's a good way to wake up. I don't think you would have fallen asleep after Mr. Suresh gave such this thing, because I've grown from an era where we were seeing a lot of plays, and I think so. I can't miss out Harikathas, especially during the 9 days of Dasara, when in my play village at least we had a lot of Harikatha during the 9 days of this thing. So he has started one now. So that gives a lot of pleasure to me. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen here, Professor Nandini, Professor Padma, my colleagues, my colleague Sridhar, others, Sajeev and others. Today is a great day. I have not met this team at all. Probably you must be feeling there must be some director sitting in the third floor above who is not meeting us at all. Except there's a problem, then he rushes down to meet you and check out whether the problem is solved or not. Don't worry. In the heart of hearts, I am with you in most of the things. A few years back, after spending a lot of time in industry for almost 16 to 18 years in industries, I moved to academic. And the first thing always struck me when I was running a management institute, why not run something on media? It has always been very close to my heart. But 12 years after I joined the academia, I think so I have not been able to do that. Now, thanks to the team here, including Sajeev, Padma, and then the person who is driving this program, Nandini, Gayatri, and Shirin, I think so my dream at least has come true. Today when I see during probably when the television first started and or when we were listening to the radio, we had a dull drab voices in when we hear in news. Today I'm a very ardent fan of listening. If I go home, which I go at about reach at about 8:39 in the evening, the first thing I put is on the news, and I'm very sure in a few years time I would see some of you on the TV and other places definitely, and I'm very sure. I see a lot of young faces here now, and that itself indicates that what is the kind of spirit that these people have, that kind of investigative journalism that is going into all this thing. Probably, if I am at least about 15 or 20 years younger, probably I would have changed my profession straight away. Right now, it's very difficult. Probably I can't compete with you. At least with the kind of bright faces that you have, it is very difficult for me to compete with you. Now, today you are opening up the club activities today. It's a great thing that is happening. You started this activity by welcoming the guest, Mr. Suresh. Let me tell you, I have not met or seen Suresh at any point of time. Let me also tell you, sorry sir, I did not even know Nakutanti was directed by you, but I was watching Nakutanti. That's the only thing which I can say that which is true. Which I at least watched at least 75% of that serial until I moved out of my place from there and then moved to Bangalore. Until then I was watching this thing because I was an ardent watcher of most of the Kannada serials, but I think so now most of you would not do that. The youngsters would not do it, but it was one of the very fine serials that we have seen. I have also looked at the list of things that he has done today. Amazing that he could have achieved so much in such a short span of time. That itself gives an indication to you that the possibilities that you can achieve. Okay, it is something which you should now dream of. He has given some very good words of advices, some very nice food for thought. If at all you just, as a student of journalism, media management, if you start looking at those simple things which he has done, because what I've always seen is to succeed you do not have to do great things. Small, simple things, if you start looking at it, I'm very sure you will succeed. And he has given some simple things. Watch the movie, understand the simple technicalities behind certain things, not the theme behind the movie. More often we get lost in the songs and the story behind it, and we might miss out the technicalities behind it. That's where you will have to be different from others. You are a student of media. You're in the media studies. You will definitely have to get involved in it. Today that Mr. Suresh has come, it's a honor for this institution, and it also he has allowed me to interact with this whole group together today. This is the first time I'm meeting them together here, and it was an opportunity that it is there. But probably I'll not miss this opportunity again. I'll always be continuously meeting you. And I wish the very best for your club activities, in your studies and your career also. All the best. Thank you.